We are back with historical cosplay, and it is 1865. This week we're honoring Juneteenth. Juneteenth reminds us that freedom was delayed. News didn't reach every single enslaved black person until June 19th in Galveston, Texas. This look that we're wearing, it is more than just dress up. It's remembrance, it is resilience, it is storytelling. And yes, we're dressed up like Addie Walker from the American Girl Dolls collection. And Addie is actually how I got introduced to history. As a 7 and 8 year old, I actually didn't know that the years went back further than, 19. I always knew about the history of slavery and enslavement, but when you really read about what happened with Addie Walker, it just made history that much more interesting. And this is my Addie doll that I actually didn't get until I was 35, even though I wanted one since I was, 7 or 8 years old.
In today's episode of Historical Cosplay, we're going back to
and here's from the beginning.
1865. You would have worn a corset like this.
Okay, if there are any history buffs out there who have a better way to lace a corset, please let me know in the comments. This one is definitely a Victorian era corset. There are different ones for different eras.
Bloomers. Okay, then next.
Now with this skirt, I do wish it was a little bit more historically accurate. As you can see, it has a little bit of elastic in the back, which is not historically accurate. But I do all this just because I want to get dressed and show the steps from the corset to the petticoats to the or stays if you're wearing a different type of corset, to the drawers, chemise. The chemise comes first, then drawers, then corset, then petticoats, and all of the different steps. Just mostly with the buttons and everything that comes with it. Buttons and hooks would have been how you close up your outfits in the Victorian era, or because this is we're in America during the Emancipation period. It would have been all hooks and buttons, no zippers.
And a little bit more 1865 if you had just a little bit more of a rounded collar, which was common. But this is our style of 1865. This is with the clothing. And a head wrap to keep my hair away as I run away to the north to find freedom and opportunity. All right, let me bring in my partner in crime. Also, no matter what your status, it would have been common to wear more petticoats and layers in order to make the skirt a little wider. And in the 1860s, you would have had the wide skirts that were almost bell-shaped, and you would have worn a crinoline, and the crinoline would have made the skirt a little bit more wide. All right, it's 1865, and here we are. Is that Addie Walker in her little Addie Walker outfit? Well, no, that is Araminta. She's actually named after Harriet Tubman was originally born, Araminta Ross, and so the name Araminta really resonated with me, and so that's her name. So she has some great footsteps to follow in, but we have Addie here. And we want to say happy Juneteenth to everyone. Celebrate freedom. We are here to celebrate freedom.